Welcome to the Wrong News at 5 here at, not 5, at Washington Square Park, where I think we just had a reenactment of the Palestinian-Israeli war. Why? Do it over there. I don't know what happened, but there were a bunch of police here, and I saw very prominently an Israeli flag and a Palestinian flag, and my two boys. My first thought is, I wish they would kill each other over there so we didn't have to deal with the bodies. But, well, I guess I said it, so. Anyway, that's what's going on here. I didn't hear any screaming and yelling. I've been walking around, so it couldn't have been that crazy. But who knows? Let's see. What else? Oh, I haven't... It's Sunday, so Barron, of course, is at home with Donald and Melania. And Donald is still encouraging him to get out and join clubs and to be with people. And Melania is still trying to protect him, and they're having this disagreement. So Barron, of course, is in the middle and feels ashamed, which is appropriate. So, let's see, what else? Right, well, I've been, excuse me, most of the afternoon, and it's getting near dark, I guess, so I'm going to be going back north to 38th in just a little bit, but it's getting a little later. And why still are the flags? I should ask a park ranger, but I haven't seen any today. It's not even quite half-mast. Well, I guess it is. Why? Is it still Jimmy Carter? Or who else has died that I'm not aware of? Just wondering. Let's see. Do I have any other exciting news? Well, it depends if you watch television or not. My television. Because then you know that tomorrow is Daily Show Day. I'm going up to 52nd Street and 11th Avenue and going to be hanging out all afternoon, hoping to see Ronnie Chang or Michael, what the hell is his name, Costa, or the third guy who's my least favorite of the boys, which that means I hate them all anyway. No, I don't. I mean, they're Daily Show correspondents, so. But what was I going to say? Oh, right. So I got to go up tomorrow and see if there's a cafe where they usually hang out, and then hope there's a bulletin board, or I can drop some cards, or maybe tip off a waitress or something, or a waiter, whatever, and that'll be fun. And let's see, I paid a bartender $25 in Charlottesville to hold my bag for an hour while I went to a dance, which wasn't my favorite, but that was cool. I had a video about it, but it is gone with the rest of my original TikTok account. Thanks, TikTok. They haven't censored me lately, but that's because I haven't said anything controversial. So who knows? Although as soon as Donald Trump hears about these jokes about him and his son, he's going to complain, and all kinds of silly things can happen. Doesn't really matter. This is the world's largest stage, and so I could do these as a stand-up routine. But that's not today. There is a park. Which park is it? It's the first park that I come to on my way south. And it has a bunch of chairs already set up, and like a sandy audience area. I was thinking, well, this is great. Speech or play or whatever, anything. It's just open season on free expression, which is great. And I'm a little surprised. After watching enough Law & Order, I think the NYPD were all horrible, but actually they haven't bothered me, believe it or not, and I walk up the street definitely jaywalking, because I continue to walk in the street for several miles, and none of them have said anything to me, so far NYPD gets an A+ from this, well, you can check my YouTube and read the list if you don't believe me. Let's see, what else is going on? I don't know. I don't really have much else. Tonight definitely is pizza night. Like, I didn't get any last night. I held back because I had one slice left, so I didn't get any. But tonight I got to go back to any pizza place will do, but the cheap one I found is not cheap, but affordable is my destination. As soon as I leave, which, although yesterday I took, or the day before, I took a walk around the perimeter after I finish the radio show. But I try not to do the same thing over and over again because it gets boring for me. Like I like to just that sounds like a good idea and do that. You know what I'm saying? It's plus I don't have to plan. So right. So that is some of the wrong news at 5. I don't know why it's wrong, but it is. It's a funny title. No, we have barricades. Where are the sides? I don't see any pro-Israel side unless I don't see them. I don't know what the fuck is going on. This is very silly. This is unfixable here. Like, impossible. It's like, I don't know. It's like a waste of time is what it is. Because the powers that be aren't here. So, I think we have the arrival of exactly who I wanted to meet. MAGA. Hi. That's funny. And by meet, I mean the boys are going down. Okay, so I have to pretend like I'm in the middle while I actually make them look ridiculous. So how can I do that quietly? You're here live, and this is going to be fun. If I can get near them. And I don't see why I can't. Let's see. Well, first of all, did they know they were coming? I'm confused on why this was a big event. I don't even understand the sides here. I see MAGA, I see Palestine, and I see Israel. Now, who's with who? This is live political theater here in front of Washington's Arch. Yeah, so I see 1, 2, 3 American flags, which is not in itself bad, but I think the MAGA hats on a few heads indicate that we have Trump supporters, which I disagree with politically. So I have to do something for my entertainment benefit and yours, using them as only the men as a foil, I guess you would say. So I'm going to now try to do that. But there's a girl on the megaphone, so I have to support her regardless. So okay. I have to rethink this. But it's not really close. It's like 6 to 50 plus, and I don't know what. It's a pity they don't allow super soakers. They probably do, or don't. I don't know. Or a food fight in general. Oh, this is silly. It's like Jerry Springer, except in Manhattan. This is good. You slept with my sister. Oh boy. He was actually the mayor of Cincinnati, if you didn't know. If you even know what that show is, it's been off for about a decade. Apparently he's a pretty progressive mayor. Bernie Sanders is now up to speeches again. Like, Bernie, I want to tell him, like, just stop. You had 2 chances. Like, what the fuck are you going to say now? Okay. Now, strategically, I am on MAGA's side, I guess, regionally, but not actually politically. So, how do I do about this? But is it MAGA or is it Israel? Because that's a different thing. Oh, but they have MAGA hats on, so at least one of them is definitely here on Trump's behalf. So that person is this is a hell of a lot more fun than the usual evening I had here, which is still fun, but this is better. I mean, as long as there's no fisticuffs. Although, no, I don't really want to see that. I mean, that would be silly on both sides. Okay, so I'm here to ensure that the police don't do anything annoying to either side, because that can happen. As the police begin to think that it's more important that they do what they think is right than what the Constitution says is right. So that I don't support. So that's also a good activity. So far, so good. No complaints. I wonder how I can get Donald Trump arrested as part of this protest. That's impossible. They own all three branches of government. So he's immune. Now he can shoot somebody on the street and be totally fine. He'll say it's justified. I don't think he likes guns. All his MAGA followers from my home area, Appalachia, and various other parts of Red America don't realize that he's not one of them. But they don't care because he talks a good game. And anyway, I mean, can we play capture the flag or something? Oh, that'll be awesome. It can be, it's light contact, like fucking tag, what do you call it? Flag football. Capture the flag, and we can have Palestine's flag on one side and Israel's flag on the other. See, that would be better than, like, they're yelling at each other and they both think that they're right, and from their perspective they are, and that means it's never going to be solved unless they both say, wait a minute. This is Israel and Palestine, not MAGA versus progressives, which progressives are going to win. So that's coming from me, the one in charge of the nonviolent legal attack against everything that's MAGA. Okay, so we have barrier separation, we have chanting for both sides, and we have police in the middle, and police walking around, and a hot dog vendor. I should go get a hot dog. This is sort of like a baseball game minus the fun. Well, I said it was fun a minute ago. I can't complain now because I got some excitement, but this is not quite the excitement I wanted. And I want to go up to talk to these Trump people. But I can't seem like I'm interfering in this on behalf of Palestine, because I am not. And I'm not defending Israel either, but I don't want to get involved. So I cannot approach this particular group until the protest is over, maybe? Because that'll seem to the crowd like I'm supporting MAGA, which I don't want them to do. But on the other hand, I don't want to miss this opportunity to scream at a couple of Trump's boys. So I have to figure out how to do that. And also not stand here until I freeze. So these are all scenarios. You're here live on WEED, the radio network for Congressman Wolf Alexander here in my district, watching two sides of the same. I mean, everybody here is not a billionaire, so they all should be the same side, but I haven't been able to arrange that yet. Let's see, what else? What is that flag? I see a red flag with white in the middle. Red on top and red on the bottom. I don't recognize that flag. I don't know. I'll have to look it up later. No, I don't recognize that flag. I'm thinking Cyprus, but it's not Cyprus. Like, why the hell would there be a Cyprus flag? Let's see. There is another reason that I would like to go talk to the MAGA crew, or the Israel side, and that will really throw things off. So I'm just going to hang back and watch and see if, I don't know what I'm watching for. I don't want it to get worse. I don't want it to get better either, though. Then all the fun will go away. I don't know. See, it's just entertainment. Like, it's been on television for as long as I can remember. So that's long enough. Like, it's just, and now I have boys yelling at each other in my park, which I gotta stop. I think I saw that jackass from the People's Socialist Liberation here. Is he still here? The one who can't keep his mouth closed. The girl gave a great speech. I think that was Rebecca. She was fucking... Whoever, she had reddish hair, gave a really rousing speech as part of this afternoon's activities. And another lady whose name I cannot remember, but I just followed on Instagram. She did pretty well too. She's a comedian. Okay. What can I do here? What needs to be done? Well, there doesn't need to be any crowd control. Everybody seems calm enough. That's somewhat annoying. Now the underdog's side, this is hard for me because the underdog side has American flags. There are no American flags on the progressive side, which sucks. They're almost all Americans, and we're here in America, and this is allowed to go on because it's America. So in China, this would be shut down instantaneously by fucking Gestapo-like tactics, and other places, but not here. So I wish my side would remember that occasionally. Although it has been the opposite many times. Of course, I've seen on television where that's not possible. So. I don't know what else I can do. I don't want to leave though. It's more exciting than the average evening. So just listen to the. Maybe I think I'll take a stroll around. I'm clearly not supporting either side. I think I can be press for a minute. So I'm going to take a stroll and just listen to the discussions. And if anything particularly exciting happens, I will let you know. Okay, well, around one corner. The nice thing about being a journalist, if you do it right, is that both sides are happy to see you. Okay, well, I've crossed the center line, and now I'm passing from right to left politically, and seems to be about the same, although there are more on this side, which, of course, is expected. So, still no political tables, but this is better. Okay, well, now I don't know what else to do. I've checked out the protest. It's the usual, and the protest of a protest now. We have people protesting the protest. which is doubling up on the waste of time. But it's, it's an evening. Okay, I'm circling back now. See, what's funny is, if any of the men on either side really wanted to get in a fight, they would just kind of stroll off to the side and do it. But they don't. They just want to look like they do. It's like a dog screaming, barking at you when it's on a chain. It knows it can't get off, but it has a good time trying to make you think it wants to, which it knows it doesn't. So we have two sides of that. I don't have anything else really to report. There is skateboarding in the center. Come hell or high water, that will continue. And I did not see the painter who has been permanently had his Washington Square permit revoked. And I see several options for marijuana when I run out next week, so that's good. And there might be a few other performers that I can't really make out, but it's quite busy. I don't think it was this busy last night. Of course, was I here that late? I don't remember. Let's see. My last question is, and it's probably no, because it's always no when it's busy, is the American Ninja Warrior course open? And, I mean, not open, but busy. I think it is. Oh, that is unfortunate. Okay, so what I would like to do is I would like to convince these MAGA idiots, the boys, to support me because I'm going against a Republican. Against a Democrat who they hate, just on principle. Now, me winning is going to be very unbeneficial to MAGA, but maybe they're dumb enough to actually want me to win anyway, thinking that I can't do any of the things I really promise, but it'll be funny. So, that's what I'm thinking. But, again, I'm not sure. I realized yesterday that if I close the phone or minimize the app, it pauses the live show. So, one thing learned. Okay. I am back near the arch, and I am geographically in the middle. I think the Red Sox just won. I hate the Yankees. I hope you don't care. That's never going to change. The Mets either, I don't care for. Slightly less. Because the Yankees have beaten my Phillies over and over again, and I'm not happy. what I want to do, and I don't know if I can, given the crowd, is walk straight through both sides while they're screaming at each other and not pay attention, which is how I feel about the issue. Oh, there's a bus. I'm always on the lookout for buses. They are so quiet and so huge, and I don't get the feeling that they could stop on 10,000 million dimes. That's how much momentum they have. So possible. I can walk through the middle. But then I'd be leaving, which would be... I don't know. Who will hold out the longest? This is like one of those contests that car dealers run, where they're like, keep your finger on the car, and the last one to have the stay wins a car. How about tug of war?
No lo había pensado, pero...
It's just something to be for, to do. It's like, you know, it's an activity on Sunday night. Protests around here are like, I don't know, like a fucking revival back where I'm from. Like, people are excited about these things, and that's great because I like protests. I just had an opportunity to introduce myself to one side, and I did not take it. I thought that would have been unwise. It would seem like favoritism. Although I've introduced myself to the left side quite a bit. The point is that in the 10th District of New York, MAGA is an afterthought. So... Now, I got to give the performance points to MAGA because they've got horns and whistles. Although I think a drum is coming from. No, wait a minute. This is Israel-Palestine. It's not MAGA progressives because then I obviously have a side. So Israel has more instrumentation, but there's a drum which can be much more effective in totality on the Palestine side. So. That's what's going on here in the Battle of Washington Square, artistically. Metaphorically. Who will win the which sounds are more annoying? Stay tuned. Okay, well, I gotta go do something else, or talk about something else. Okay, well, I'll do some Donald Trump jokes. How much does Donald Trump weigh? I don't know, a lot? No, okay, that's not funny. My favorite is doing Melania's voice. Where is she from? It's not Russia. I made a mistake yesterday. I said she was from Russia. She's from Slovakia, isn't she? I don't know. Anyway, it's a similar accent. Eastern European I can do very well. Okay, anyway, so right now Melania storms into Donald Trump's office in their apartment up on wherever and says, "Donald, there is a protest going on right now. I want our son to go down there and represent you." And Donald says, "Well, that's fine to hear you say that, Melania, because yesterday you seemed to be against me." And she says, "Yes, I know, I'm kidding. I don't like you." Let's see. Right. Well, I am out of wrong news. So, I spelled it well, or correctly. Now, if I end the show, though, suddenly this is going to be a lot less exciting. I don't know. On the other hand, if I keep it going, then I have to listen to all of this again, and there's not much to listen to. So, okay. So, how can I go and explain to both sides how silly it is to argue what goes on 8,000 miles away with such vehemence? I'm not sure. How far is it exactly? Let's see. I would say, yeah, that seemed about a good guess. I could look it up. Oh, I'll do that. I'll be right back. I'm going to look up how far is it as the crow flies from here to that portion of the world I shall not name. Stand by. Artificial intelligence, which I said I'm not supposed to use, is telling me 5,600 miles. So that is a bit higher than I thought, but nonetheless quite a good ways away from this very spot. Therefore, I think we should all be discussing together how to throw out, well, the MAGA-hatted boys will not agree with this discussion, but everybody else from both sides of Israel-Palestine should discuss how to remove Donald Trump and his people from the three branches of government. And the express way is to remove them from Congress and from the Senate at the next election, as many as you can. Now, just me will be next time, for sure, and then all of them in the House, and 34 in the Senate in 2028. So there's your recap of how it shall be done, and over.